viewers. This is Veronique Malka of the Canadian Law Group of NPZ, located in New Jersey, New York, and Montreal. Thanks for joining us. Today's topic is international abductions of children. Unfortunately, international abductions of children have become more and more common due to the increase in the rise of divorce, acrimonious disputes between parents of children, and the relative normalcy of people moving around and relocating after divorce. We are often consulted with respect to such cases. There is, some people know of this, some people do not, but there is a special treaty signed internationally that governs international abductions of children. It is called the Hague Convention, commonly referred to as Hague Convention. The true title of it is the Convention on the Civil Aspects of International Child Abduction. The Hague Convention, as we call it, is there to help assist different countries in preventing or resolving the international removal of children or their wrongful retention in a foreign country. Now, it's important to understand that in order for the Hague Convention to apply, the countries have to be signatory countries. They have to have signed on to the Hague Convention. This was a treaty signed in 1980, and over the years more and more countries are signing on. There are presently 90 countries signed on, but some countries are not on there. For example, Egypt. For example, Japan. And one has to understand that if a child is removed or wrongfully retained in a country that is not on the Hague Convention list, there are completely different rules that apply. And we recommend you consult a local attorney in the jurisdiction where the child is located to understand how that works. So again, please do make sure to consult a competent attorney if you are considering mobility, moving after divorce or upon separation, and moving your children. If you do not and move the children, there is arguably a Hague Convention application if the countries are signatories to the Hague, and these can also carry criminal federal charges of kidnapping, and there are a lot of very, very serious penalties involved in the simple relocation of children without the other parent's consent. I'd like to talk about a little bit what the Hague Convention, how the Hague Convention works. The basic working is that there are governmental agencies called central authorities that are appointed to assist in the administration of the Hague Convention. So before people go to court, they will first see the involvement of a central authority. Each country has a central authority. So if a child, for example, is abducted or wrongfully retained in Canada, when the child's habitual residence, and I use these terms purposely because these are the terms used in the convention, the child's habitual residence is in the United States, then you will have the central authority in Washington, D.C. involved, as well as a central authority in Ottawa, Canada involved. These governmental agencies will, or they're really quasi-governmental agencies, will communicate with each other in trying to secure first the whereabouts of the child and then the voluntary return of the child. Again, very important if central authorities are involved to work and cooperate with them. If the central authorities are not successful in seeing the return of the child to their child's habitual residence, usually lawyers get contacted, and that's where we take the matter to the judiciary, to the courts. When the matter is taken to the courts, we need to often assist the court in moving the matter quickly. Hague Convention cases trump, go before regular custody cases. Over the years, as I've taken these cases on, I was able to walk the cases into courtrooms at times and explain to the court clerk as well as to the judge that this was a case under the Hague Convention and it was put on as a priority. It's important to understand that most judges are trained under the Hague Convention workings, and this has become a part of their training as they become family court judges. However, some judges you may encounter will not be as proficient in the workings of the Hague Convention. In such a case, oftentimes the lawyer needs to educate the court. And it is very important, and I can't stress this enough, to make sure that you consult and hire a lawyer who is well versed in the workings of the Hague Convention. A lawyer who's not familiar with the Hague Convention may treat this as a simple matter of custody and access. And I can't stress enough how terribly impacting this can be on the case and on the client and on the child. So again, civil aspects of international child abduction, these are things that need to be known well. We here at NPZ Law Group are happy to help you. If you have questions regarding mobility of your children, if you have been served with papers considering a child abduction, or if you don't want to be served with such papers. Thanks for joining us. Veronique Malka signing off.